Hi, this is James again with Your Church Promotions, and today I'm coming from a different aspect that I'm going to do. I'm going to be speaking of hosting missionaries during this COVID situation, and I have a website that I actually pulled the information from. I will give the link once we get there, but with this presentation, this is totally focused on missionaries. You as the local pastor, how can you connect your church with missionaries and kind of really stay connected even though missionaries aren't maybe not able to come to your church, and or this would help missionaries out even while they're on the field. So that is what this one particularly is about. So I hope you stay tuned, and we ask you to subscribe to the channel, connect with us, all the links around that I have for the Facebook pages and the website, and of course I will be uploading this to our Your Church Promotions training page. But this is specifically how a missionary and or a church can connect, and specifically for pastors, how to connect your church to missionaries during this COVID time. I hope you enjoy this presentation. So we're going to get right into it. So I do want to remind you, I am James Powell, and my goal is helping you with social media for ministry, Your Church Promotions, and it's, of course, it's yourchurchpromotions.com. And my goal is to give you tips to help you increase online connection and connect your church with your community. But this time it is specifically for missionaries. Also, I just want you to think, before we get into the presentation, why should I promote online? We have just come through a rough time. Some churches are still dealing with the pandemic of the coronavirus, and many churches have had to go online with services via YouTube, Facebook, and many other venues. And in fact, I'm going to actually be bringing some other venues eventually because Facebook is clamping down. But these venues have opened up opportunities to expose local churches to many more people than who currently attend. Here are some more reasons. It shows this generation you are connected. It opens doors to potential converts, and there are 2 billion users on YouTube. That is a key. And 2.7 billion users on Facebook. And there again, we're going to be giving some other options for venues to promote your church on and to upload your videos. So, all right, this particular presentation is when missionaries can't visit your church. Tips for virtual reconnect during COVID-19. And of course, on the left-hand side, you will see the website right there. It's the resonateglobalmission.org, and all the link. This is not my original info. It's from their website. But what I try to do is bring info, kind of break it down a little bit, and just that way make it in a presentable, you can just watch a video, and you can actually go to the website if you want to and follow along. But Sunday worship is basically the biggest time, or just gathering at church. Maybe you've planned on having missionaries and on Sunday, and then it didn't end up happening. Well, here is a way you can connect your church to the missionaries virtually. So, invite your missionary. Number one, invite your missionary to participate in your online worship gathering, and verbalize it. Make it, say it from the pulpit. Hey, we have so-and-so gathering, connecting with us. Let them know, invite them in, and make sure that they know that they are welcome. It's so key, so important to know. So, um, and even across an ocean, your missionary can join your church for worship online. Give them the opportunity to share about your ministry together. And many missionaries have been to seminary or ordained. Invite them to use their preaching skills. Whether you're doing an online video, whether you use Skype or Zoom or whatever, give that opportunity to connect to your missionaries for your church. Host an online Q&A. Invite your church to join your missionary for a Q&A through video call. It's a great opportunity to ask specific questions about your ministry partnership, and make sure you have a list of questions ready to go beforehand, but also give your church members an opportunity to respond and ask their own questions during the Q&A session. And one of the ways you can do this, I use freeconferencecall.com. Freeconferencecall.com is allowing, I believe, up to 25 to gather you. There is actually a Q&A mode. So you as the pastor can host it. You can bring the missionary on. And I'm just going to say, if any of you need some help, I'm here to help you and walk you along. But it's a way to virtually have a Q&A and really connect with your missionary. Have a tea time online. Invite missionaries together with small groups from your church through video call. It's a great opportunity for people to grab a cup of tea or coffee and get to know one another and your ministry together. Get to know each other better. It's really, really important during this time of virtual, and it also opens up doors and letting your church people know there are more ways to connect, and it really encourages the pastor too. Host a virtual workshop. Missionaries have a lot of experience in mission. Gather your mission committee or a group of people from your church who are interested in missions and invite your missionary to host a virtual workshop. They can share what they've learned through their ministry and give you advice and guidance about joining God on a purposeful mission in your own neighborhood. Number 5, invite your missionary to prayer gatherings. This is really, to me, this is a great idea. Hosting a prayer gathering online with your church. Invite missionaries to join. What this does, this encourages them. Ask them for prayer requests, what they have, both personally and for ministry together in the field. Now, I know those were 5 different things, and again, I'm not trying to take up a whole lot of time, but I have another section I want to jump into. Here are some tips for connecting with missionaries during the reconnect. They've been in this COVID time, and you're trying to reconnect with everyone. This next one, number 1, be conscious of time zones. Where does your missionary live? Make sure you're not inviting them to a gathering in the middle of the night or super early in the morning. Find a time that works for both of you. I know it seems like the church I go to and the missions organization, where my wife is connected with, there are times they seem to be try to conscious effort and be conscious of time zones, but there are times that you both may need to give a little bit. Make sure that technology is working. This is so key, extremely key. Make sure that it's working. One of the things that happens is many, you get excited and you say, oh, we're going to do this. Test a trial run. Set up a trial run to make sure the technology is working. Of course, there's always things that happen, especially depending on what part of the world they're living in. It's it's a challenge. So make sure that you really have it all together. It's very, very key. And I know the missionary would appreciate this, no doubt. And maybe you're one that you think, oh, it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. It matters a whole lot. Okay, enough of that. Okay, test videos. This is kind of goes along with the previous, but many resident missionaries have engaging videos, or many missionaries have engaging videos about their ministry. So if they have a video that you want to play, maybe have them shoot it to you, test it, make sure it's all good. Ask your missionary. Ask them if they want to share a video during the presentation or online gathering, but make sure you test it beforehand. Be conscious of security concerns. I know there are times I've heard missionaries, they give, everyone basically knows, especially if you're streaming a service online, they don't say specific names. Some missionaries serve in countries where it's dangerous to share the gospel. So check with your missionary to make sure it's okay to share about their ministry online. And some missionaries aren't going to be able to share about their ministry if the service is live streamed. But they may be able to share in a small, secure video conference call or something, that isn't going out to a lot of people. Now this one is, I think this is key. Take a special offering online. You're helping a missionary out. You're letting them talk about their mission and what they do, but take an offering for them. And maybe they have a special project that they want to give, or people to give to. One of the things, and this is very key, and I am very avid about this. Most everyone has PayPal. Now I know that some people, PayPal, don't like it, such and such. It is recognized worldwide, international. It's readily recognized. It's the granddaddy of all online giving. It's secure. If there's a problem, they take care of it. I highly, 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 highly recommend PayPal. So that's the key. But take an offering. Take an offering for the missionary. So I hope these tips have helped you out. But one of the things in ending this, while a virtual meeting doesn't replace a face-to-face meeting, it can help keep you connected until your missionary is able to visit your church again in person. You see, pastor, missionary, we have technology at our fingertips. And specifically to the pastor, we can connect with our neighbors, city, state, nation, and the world right from our computer. It's time to use it for God's kingdom. I want to remind you again, are you in need of help with your ministry? You can connect with me, James at yourchurchpromotions.com, or facebook.com/yourchurchpromotions, or James at JJ Media Online, or go to yourchurchpromotions.com. Been changing that. I've been up. There's a slider there that as I upload it, there's a link to the current trainings, and you can go watch. This training will be uploaded to that. So let me remind you again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. My goal is to bring to you training and help. My ministry is at the heart of everything I do. And I'm trying to bring you pastors and even missionaries helps of how to connect. And specifically pastors, with this presentation, connect with the missionaries online. I strongly, strongly encourage you to do that. Thank you again. My name is James Powell with your church promotions. Please connect all the way around with all the links that are connected around this video, whatever page this is on, and we would appreciate it. Have any questions? Please contact me. Thank you. And until the next video, may God bless. And we trust that God will richly bless your ministry. Thank you again for watching.